Okay, so let's talk about it. So I remember when I had this conversation with people. Let's watch the video.
Every single year I have family legacy meeting. And what we do is a susu. Every month we take the money to invest towards somebody's financial development. So we all come together, $200 each person, right? And 1 month we took the money, and that's how we invested for my brother to go get his insurance license, so that he sets up all of our life insurance policy. The next month we paid for my dad to go get his private money broker certification so he could broker all of our deals. Next month we invest to get my aunt credit repair, right? But every month we take the money to help somebody develop financially, or get mentorship, get training, whatever the case may be, so that you can come back in and bring resources, so we don't need to go out to nobody else. That's the first thing. The second thing is, it's mandatory for everybody to have an LLC. Reason why? With an LLC, you got money sitting on the table. If you know how to activate it, utilize the credit. And now we utilize the LLCs, and whoever has the best credit, we just put them on whoever LLC is more seasoned, and we go get funded. So a combination of us getting funded together as a family, with having different licenses and knowing how to find deals, that's how we build family wealth.
I had that whole, before COVID, before people was writing books, before people was having their own business, starting grants, this and that. I had a vision. I was like, starting family groups. I was starting, like, I had like TFE. I had the vision of, TFE more than just music. It was photograph, it was DJing, it was catering, it was shirts, and I pretty much did it all. But with me having that vision, like, where I'm from, is this almost like people watch you and be like, oh, let's see what she got going on, let's see what happened, instead of pouring in, like, how he's saying, like, they poured into the person that had that vision. They didn't go and say, oh, I like her vision, and start their own vision, right? And then expect you to go ahead and say, oh yeah, I'm here for it. We don't know how to the person with the, like, it's to a point where now, like, move fast forward to today, my visions just be selfish, like, you know what I mean? Because when you did do it, you got to go through this. People be having their own mindset. Well, we all in different directions. So don't be feeling like when you in a situation where it's like, oh, well, I feel alone, I feel this, I feel like people don't love me, but you in the direction that you wanted to go. Sometimes it get lonely. I know this for people, like, I know this. But the thing is, when you go take another person's vision and go do it on your own, or try to build your own life, just be aware that it gets lonely. So don't think that people that have visions and in their own space and in their own skin, they're the mind of things. I don't think people get it, how hard it is to have visions and trying to help other people, and not even caring about your own self. Like, we're built that way. I'm assuming. I'm still figuring it out. So when y'all hear me talking, I'm saying certain stuff, it's because I'm still figuring it out too. But most people want to judge, and then when it don't happen, oh, that failed. Because you got people out there where like you say, I'm the visionary. Like, I have visions and big $1 million company visions, right? And you're the person that, like, maybe got the loan for my business. But you'll sit and watch me and be like, oh, her thing ain't going well. When you know that it done been put in your mind to go loan that money to that person, or let's just say you have something that will be that company, or what I will benefit from you, but you won't give it to me because guess what, you want to see how I move on with it. But my whole vision is not selfishly. My visions be for the everybody, like. But now moving forward, I just been finding ways to, like, make money for myself. For people around me, I've been personally trying to build my own, identity, like, because the thing is, trying to do it for everybody else can really have you stressed out. It'll have you bothered, and you won't get nothing done. You distracted, not focused, and your mission just is at a halt, because now you're worrying about, like, God darn, I had a vision here, but people don't want to work, people don't want to do this, people want to complain, people want to say you're the problem, and they make you turn around and second guess yourself, and you're not going to do that, because you're not the problem. You're not. People are the problem, and they intentionally don't just become the problem. They don't do it on purposely, but it's at some point in your life you do see that people really just be envy, jealous, confused, don't want to walk in their own purpose, didn't find their purpose, so now they got to try to come in your whatever, or demolish what you got going on, or make you feel some kind of way, which is crazy. It's a sad world we live in, and you got to pray for the people. But now I say now people will come on and be like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, and you got to be supportive. I support you, but I'm not finna like bend over backwards like somebody else didn't do. I've moved on from that season of my life. We all move in seasons. So in my season, in my walk and whatever I'm facing and challenging in that moment, I'm in that moment. Once I move out of that moment, whatever I fed in that moment is what I'm gonna get out. You get what I'm saying? So whoever helped me or didn't help me or whoever was, any moment I'm in, I'm just like, you feel me? I'm that's just me. Like, I can't focus and sit on pain and hurt. If I'm gonna sit and cry in pain and hurt, I'm doing it alone. You feel me? Like, I don't know why. I can't explain that. And I'm not gonna sit and try to sit into stuff that don't have to be explained, And if we all have the same heart, but we all have different missions, right? But you got to learn that if that's not your mission, you're going to always feel a certain way because you're not in your mission. You're not in your purpose. So if you're feeling alone, sad, unhappy, you're not walking in your mission and in your purpose. Me, I be walking, I be moving, I be finding my own skin, my own peace, and my own mind. You get what I'm saying? So if you, like I said, if you doing that, you feel some kind of way, you need to switch up. Maybe check people surrounding you. Maybe move in another city. Maybe move, in a way that's going to fulfill you. And I always tell people that you can't be, you're not going to be fulfilled. If you're unhappy, that means you're not fulfilled in what you're doing. And you're going to constantly, everybody got to work. Everybody got to, survive. Everybody trying to survive. Everybody, like, I don't care if it's the rich, the poor, the black, the old, the Chinese, we all trying to survive. And now you got social media where you can put on yourself on like, what's up, y'all? It's your girl, Lady Taylor. You feel me? You can put yourself out there. But a lot of us are afraid. So when you do see people like me that's doing it, they be like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I back away from it because of what people say. It's like you can feel it sometimes. But like I said, I'm making, I don't put my light back there. I'm making ways that I can do this in my peace and feel good about it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, that I don't have to depend on people. I'm surviving in a way that I have to depend on me. Like, for the longest I've lived and, lived for others. And I enjoy doing it. But at the same time, people don't appreciate the moments or appreciate what they have or who God put in their life, because they get lost in, lost in this worldly stuff. And it's sad because that's how people die, misled, mentally, crossed out. And I tell people I had to get back to jump rope because me jump roping, like going to jump rope was like my peace because it kind of distracted me from what we would say growing up, the enemy, I don't want to put in quotation because it is what the enemy will try to put in your head or, through other people or this person don't like you or this person think. I don't care if that person don't like me. You get me? I don't care if what that person think. Does it bother me in a sense? Yes, it bothers me because it's like, but why? Like, I'm to myself. I don't gossip. I don't chat. I don't like it. I don't like the people personal business. I don't want to be fed because I got my own shit going on. You feel me? Now, if people just focus on their own shit, and just, when you go meet and network with people, you will find what you need in that person instead of finding what somebody else put in your head about that person. You get what I'm saying? You will find when you go networking and you always just focus on you. When you network and go socialize with people or mingle, family and all friends, whatever, co-workers, you will find what's needed from that person for you or how y'all was supposed to relationship and, knowledge or whatever. Versus somebody else already done told you like so and so and so and blah blah blah, and when you meet that person, like you already got an opinion about the person. Like, that's why I don't like people like gossiping and all that. Like, I have a heart of loving. I want to continue to be that way, and that's just me. So yeah, y'all finna see more videos of me just randomly chatting. Yeah, let's talk about it. Random Raw and Uncut Diary Podcast. Until next time, I'm out. This one was short.